Welcome back to The Link. We are delighted to welcome to the set of The Link three leaders in Newnan High School's History Department and History Club. Steve Quisenberry chairs the Newnan High School History Department. John Garner leads the History Club for Newnan High School, and the president of the History Club and the president of SGA at Newnan High School, Donna Subia. All three are with us to talk about a very special event that's upcoming. Donna, let's let you talk first about the event that's upcoming. What's going to happen?
Well, History Club is flying in Mr. Will Himino, who, if you saw the movie The World Trade Center, everybody knows about the event. Mr. Himino was with the police department, I believe, and he managed getting, I think, around 2,000 people out of the trade centers. Towards the end, he was sadly stuck inside, and he was under the rubble for about 20 hours. And he was a survivor of the 9/11 attacks.
A real hero in public safety.
Yes, a real hero. Absolutely.
John, how did we make contact with Mr. Semina?
This summer, being a history teacher, I looking at various historical things during the summer. I was actually watching the movie, and it just dawned on me that it would be really great to have him come and speak to our students. So I looked him up and called him up, and he said he would absolutely love to come out. I kind of told him about the events that the History Club gets involved in, as well as our department with our connections with the veterans and our community. So he's very excited to come out. We've spoken several times since then, and it's going to be a great event.
When will he be here?
October the 20th.
Okay.
The event will start at 6:30. So if people want to start showing up about 6:10, 6:15, what we're really hoping is to pack out the auditorium. It holds about 700 people.
At Newnan High School?
At Newnan High School. We've got teachers and students coming from other counties around us. So it's should be a pretty great event.
Steve, long and good history at Newnan High School of connecting to veterans, doing unique things around. I mean, you've been recognized nationally for the work with Vietnam history and other things. Why public safety? Why are we moving into public safety?
Well, it just goes along with this man's experiences and with the things that are happening today. We've been very fortunate, I think, in Newnan, and the History Club and the History Department's been heavily involved in the community, whether it be veterans or other things as well. History Club gets involved in quite a few community-type things, and we thought with his background and experience that it would be really a lot of public safety people would be interested in that. Some of them actually went up there to help dig the rubble out after 9/11. And we're going to reach out to those guys as well, specifically to come. And, a lot of stuff has been happening here locally, which I think we've been fortunate, but a lot of stuff's been happening to show their people's appreciation for the public safety, whether they be policemen, firefighters, EMTs, all these guys across the board. And what we hope to do is have dinner for them, any of them that can come and would like to come. Have dinner for them starting about 5 o'clock, and like John said, Mr. Himino will speak about 6:30, but starting about 5 o'clock, we'll have dinner in the cafeteria. It will not be cafeteria food. We'll be grilling. We're going to grill pancakes and sausage and things like that. History department teachers will be there working, some of the History Club students, and just show our appreciation, and then they can go on down to hear the speaker.
Contributions to that group?
That's right. At the end of the evening, we're going to give you an opportunity to maybe come up and get your picture taken with Mr. Himino. And we're also going to take donations to the Public Safety Foundation, which helps the public safety people with a variety of equipment that they can't normally afford. They raise money for that kind of thing. So we'd like to take donations for the Public Safety Foundation. That's chaired by Ms. Norma Haynes, who's a big community person and a graduate of Newnan High School, class of '55. And so we're going to try to help that group as well that evening.
Great, great. Donna Subia, what's the outcome of all of this? What do you hope to achieve with this event?
Well, personally, with everything going on today, I think it's really important to try to access the students like ourselves and try to inform us before, especially my class, since we're seniors and we're going off and it is an election year. I think it's really important to have us face to face with the actual people that went through these things and understand more thoroughly. I believe that if we have people like this coming in, we'll get more information, we'll get the real thing, not just the information that we see online and on social media. I think we'll be History Club's doing a really big favor, I believe, to my classmates, because we're going off into the real world, and this is giving us real world experience from actual people that went through these things.
So maybe better informed decision
Yes, absolutely.
this fall. And you're doing other things related to the vote this fall.
Yeah. History Club headlines Rock the Vote, and
Yeah.
we're partnering up with the Secretary,
The Secretary of State's office
Yeah.
and the
Yes.
Student Ambassador program.
and we're just trying to get everybody to the polls, because most teenagers don't, when we turn 18, we don't realize the power that we have in our government. And I think it's really important, because your generation worked so hard to get this to happen. And so through Rock the Vote, we're trying to get as many students as possible that can vote to vote, get them to the polls, get them registered, everything that has to do with it.
John, these students are incredible.
Absolutely.
Largest history club in the United States?
Yes, sir. We've been the largest history club in the country for the last 2 years. And we've also won, for the last 2 years, we've won National History Club of the Year. So it's been a great thing, and it's largely because of students such as yourself. I mean, just the fact that they want to get involved. I mean, last year I think we probably had 15 to 20 different events, and at every event we had anywhere between 20 and 40 kids show up. Everything from cleaning up and adopting the local cemetery to coming out and hearing Vietnam veterans speak. It really says a lot about the character of our kids and how hard they want to work to make the club as great as it is.
Donna, why are you motivated to do this?
Well, I really want myself and all my classmates to be as involved as possible. At Noonan High, we have like such a great history department, and they really drive us to do our best. And I think that if we didn't have these teachers and these sponsors, then we wouldn't be as dedicated and as focused as we are. It's really important to me personally, because I just want to do as well as I can, and I think that through this, that we will be like when we do the history cleanup at the cemetery, we're just getting involved with something that we usually wouldn't. That's really important, I believe.
Great. We're wrapping up, guys. Got about a minute left. John, again, specifics about the event so the public can get involved.
The specifics about the event, it will be Thursday, October the 20th at Noonan High School.
Okay.
People can start showing up about 6:15.
Okay.
The event will start at 6:30. It is in the auditorium. There is no cost, but if they would like to make a donation at the end, we will be contributing that money to the local organization. And again, any first responders and their families, we're opening up so that they can come out, and we'll feed them free of charge that night at 5 o'clock in the cafeteria.
Great.
And it'll be a great night. And
Super. Chairman gets the last word. Steve, what does this mean for the history department, the history club, what you've been trying to do for several decades now at Noonan High School?
It's just another component of community involvement. We set a goal years ago to get more involved in the community, and our first into the community was the veteran community that we involved with our students quite a bit for the last 20 years. And so this is just an outgrowth of our, whether it be cemetery work or whatever, just an outgrowth of our attempt to involve ourselves and our students with the community and not just isolate ourselves.
What a great event, what a great project, what a great idea. Steve Quisenberry, Chair, Noonan High School History Department. John Garner leads the History Club. Donna Subia is President of the History Club and President of SGA at Noonan High School. Thanks to all of you for being on the link. Thanks for what you're doing for our community. You stay tuned. The link will be right back.